Shaheem Reed, what's going on? We here with the Rap on Wrestling podcast. Nick 816, Spiff TV, E Will, Ari. We're gonna dedicate this episode to the recap of Monday Night Raw that just took place on Monday. We were all excited to see what the fallout was gonna be from Big. I'm making not making fun of, but I'm playing off my man Big Perk who be saying Big Body Bronson, Bronson Reed joining the faction of Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Bron Breakker. Right, so right from the start, those guys started to show off. They started raw off. We seen them walk into the ring, being led by Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. And then automatically I see Bronson has the black suit on with the sunglasses. Bron Breakker has the black suit on with the sunglasses. Seth Rollins is dressed as flamboyantly as he can be. They get in the ring. Paul Heyman starts giving props to the younger members of the crew. He starts saying that if Skynet sent the Terminator,
Yeah, he used a
word,
fucking Terminator
word,
reference.
yeah, nah, I love,
They
and
be
the thing
sending
also,
Bron Breakker through. He'll be the one time traveling naked, like dun, 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 dun.
Bron Breakker looked like the Terminator too. That was so crazy. He looked like the Terminator if you looked at him with the sunglasses. But
He picked him up crazy. He said he's gonna be the one headlining WrestleMania for the years to come.
Yeah.
yeah, 45, 46, and beyond. That was dope. He also he
If
put
Skynet seen the
yeah.
Terminator,
That's a good
Alright.
impression, Smith. I like that, man.
Oh, yeah, he killed it with that one. He would send a
Yeah,
T-1000.
yeah. He put Bronson Reed over too. He said that the way that Bronson laid that beat down on Seth Rollins was way more devastating than Seth fighting in a virtual handicap match against CM Punk and Roman at WrestleMania. So he put him over. They didn't really get into like how they had that reconciliation because if we remember, Bronson and Seth had a feud some months back where they both put each other on the shelf for a little while. They never really got into like how that feud got settled. So I guess we had to read between the lines, and then Seth Rollins was basically doing the same thing that he always does. He broke it down. He says, "This is my vision. This is the way forward. This is how we secure the future of the industry through total control and complete power." The people start yelling, "You sold out! You sold out!" And Seth was like, "Who I sold out to? Myself?" He's like, "I sold out to myself. I'm the leader of the group. I ain't sold out to nobody." Then he also made fun of them like, "Y'all are so stupid. Y'all booing me, but y'all was just singing my song." And once again, they start right on cue. They start singing the song. You see Paul Heyman leading the Paul Heyman having fun with it, man. So it looked like those guys was just having a ball. And Seth, he made it known that the way he's going to start the domination is winning Money in the Bank. Of course, later on in the night, in the headline of Raw, we saw that he was in a match against Sami Zayn and Finn Balor in a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. So, guys, we got it right from the start. The new member of the faction. My concern, and I'll let everybody else chime in. My concern is that Seth and Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, they look just like Arkham and Razor when they was in the faction with Seth Rollins before, and they kind of like I just don't want those guys to lose their personality. Being Seth's minions and his henchmen. That was my only concern. Like they both wearing the same black suit with the dark shoes and the sunglasses, and they look like mafia hitmen, and I ain't gonna diss them or nothing like that. But my concern is I just don't want them to lose the momentum that they have.
Or,
Bron Breakker.
or at least on his suit had put the dog on it. You know what I'm saying? Or badass spray painted in the back or something. Might give
Yeah,
him a
I don't.
little.
Yeah, I don't even think Smith. I don't even think they need to be wearing the black suits like security guards. Like, is this a faction
Yeah,
with like?
they shouldn't. Yeah, they shouldn't have. Yeah, is it a faction or are they his goons? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
if it's a
Like,
faction, then it's got to be like you know how Randy and Triple H and Ric Flair, they all had dope different suits, different color suits on. You know what I'm saying?
exactly, exactly. I don't need these guys dressing like the
Like Piper
mafia back
Nivens,
in the man.
they
Yeah,
Chelsea
like
Green, they the new Chelsea
Secret
Green
Harvest.
crew.
Yeah, they ain't got to dress up like the Secret Harvest, man. Like, I like Bron Breakker, like you said, with his dog leather jacket. Bronson Reed, to me, he had a lot of swag. Outside of his wrestling attire, like he always got the fresh Jordans on and everything. He had a lot of swag, man. So I don't want to.
He came in the first night with Jordans on.
Yeah, he had on my favorites of all time,
Hmm.
them threes, man, them black threes. Submit. All right, what
Yeah.
you think of the opening segment?
No, Paul Heyman said, I acknowledge you. That's he stepped across the line, Spiff. He went too far. He went too far, man. He ain't have to say all that. So by him doing that, it's only a matter of time before Roman comes back and catch a little smoke. So I don't know if that's gonna be Money in the Bank. I don't know when that's gonna be, but at some point it gotta happen. You can't say I acknowledge you. That was the Easter egg for everyone. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
my biggest takeaway from it. I don't mind the dressed in all black because they are his goons. Let's not get it twisted. They are the muscle. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? For not only Seth but Paul Heyman too. So until Seth gets a championship and leads by example, eh, eh, yeah, dressing all black. Why not? You know, this is going back to Seth Rollins as like the Messiah, or when he had I forgot Jamie Noble and my other little homie. So Bronson Reed and Braun, this is like 2.0, because
Hmm.
he had them and they was just smacking them bodyguards left and right. So you're not gonna be able to do that with Bronson and Braun. So let's
Yeah.
see. I thought the opening segment was cool. I think it was like what 17 minutes to open up. So I thought it was cool.
He
What you thought,
will.
E Will?
I thought it was cool too. First thing I thought about was AOP and
Yeah,
Seth when I saw them with the suits on, and
yeah.
I was thinking like, for Bron Breakker, the way he looks like a dope little track suit. You know what I'm saying? Throw a couple of gold chains on and the wife beater. That I think.
He like Shaw said, he got his swag, that leather. He wear
Yeah.
Jordans too.
Yeah.
As I'm saying, like he got his own look, and I think a mistake would be, holding back his personality. You know what I mean? But it was a good opening segment. I really want to know why like Bronson like joined up, and then I wonder if there's going to be any smoke with the new Bloodline fellas, or will it be kind of like an affiliation? So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like the people they barking like as soon as they start talking about Braun Breaker, they barking and showing like Braun Breaker is super over.
Mm-hmm.
Bronson Reed, even Paul Heyman said it himself, gave Seth his most serious beatdown. So it's like I just want to see them be more than the muscle or the henchman. I want to see those guys be people that they bringing along the ranks. Paul Heyman, he basically said that the executives at WWE and the people and the wrestlers, they were scared of Bronson Reed. Like they scared of what this dude could do in the ring, and they was holding him back. So I just don't want to see it where like every week is their role is just a running. I want them to have like
I
big
mean, they
time
got to
matches.
wrestle too.
Yeah, gotta wrestle. Yeah, it
Mm.
gotta be big time matches, and it ain't gotta be for the heavyweight title. But when Batista and Randy Orton was down with Triple H and Flair, they had like real high profile matches. Like those guys was constantly elevating, and they have
Yeah.
a U.S. title, they got an Intercontinental title, they got tag team belts. I want to see those guys in the hunt for championship gold just like Seth is gonna be. That was my only
Yeah.
thing.
You
Nick,
got to keep the dog on the leash, man. You got to keep the dog on the leash. But we all know once you let that leash go, that's when Braun explodes. So it's gonna be there, man.
Dog was just intercontinental champion. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Hey,
had gold. You know what I mean? Like
you
but I
you,
don't even
you gotta
see
you
hear
gotta
him talking
pause and
about
let
getting the
Seth
belt
eat.
back. Like he ain't even talking about getting his belt back.
Like it's
Maybe he
lost.
was
Uh,
promised. Maybe he was promised something bigger than that. It's two belts. You know what I'm saying? It's two main belts. So maybe he was promised by Paul Heyman something different.
I want to see what's this guy JC and Bronson go. They gonna have a crazy because they got chemistry. So that's gonna be the craziest match when they do wrestle, right? Will when
hmm
they do
Yeah,
wrestle, when you got a guy that they've been wrestling in the Indies and all this shit back, they got that chemistry. They could run. They've been running the same fucking matches back
Yeah.
to back on the road. You know what I'm saying? So they probably got some heat when they do
Okay.
come across the bloodline and
Yep.
yeah,
the Paul
So,
Heyman faction.
they definitely had some dope matches that I seen, man. We saw the the next match. We saw another qualifying match for Money in the Bank, the men's qualifying match, and it was ill because Penta he put on social media. He was like, "Y'all can't have no ladder match without Penta. Like y'all wilding. Like I'm gonna get in that match and make it the greatest ladder match you've ever seen in life." And again,
Penta was
yeah,
wilding in that match. I seen somebody post and said Penta still thinks he's in AEW. He did that one move. That's the move that busted Gable's eye.
yeah,
Now
he
I
he
thought it
dropped
They
was
thought
Gable
the
on his head.
it wasn't the Vikingo kick.
yeah, but he wrestled a little bit more in that match, and there was no blood at all.
I talked to one of the guys that was in that match, and I
Yeah,
told them that I was like, "Damn, Vikingo busted him up," and he was like, "Nah, that's not where it happened. It happened here. Send me the clip." You know what I'm saying?
man,
I'll send it
mm,
in the chat.
he must be a
mm.
like a slow bleeder, man, because he wrestled like for at
Because when
least
you see
five, eight more
when you
minutes.
see him do that move and he
Yeah,
drops
he
it,
hold his joint.
Gable goes right to that side of that face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
I don't know
holds it.
what how you know what I mean?
So it was his eye, not his forehead. It was his
It looked
eye.
like his
Like right
forehead,
above
bro.
the like right
Oh,
above
like the
there.
brow.
Yeah.
Man.
Shit looked like it hurt
That
either
was
way though.
that was a nasty drop on his head, and they just kept it going. Like they didn't even stop. Like Gable rolled outside the ring, and I'm thinking, okay,
But it
you
started
know,
really bleeding after the Vikingo thing. I don't know if like
yeah,
he opened it
Maybe it
up more.
opened it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe it opened
Or
it.
he
maybe
You're
it's
right.
probably
just
opened,
started bleeding then, you know what I mean? But it was pretty crazy.
he probably opened
That
it.
was the match of the night, man. That match
Yeah.
was
I,
crazy.
I was happy to see
Fire.
Dragon Lee get some burn, man. I would of course have loved to see Dragon Lee in the Money in the Bank. Like again,
Man,
these qualifying matches
it
are
was
difficult because I want to see all of these people in the match.
it was a great match though. Like that dive he did, it's crazy. You guys got to see
Yeah.
Dragon Lee go in a little bit, you know.
And
Um,
Yeah.
Dragon Lee, he had like a little dragon like little outfit when he was coming to the ring too. Like he stepped in his
Oh
wardrobe up.
yeah.
yep. Yep.
I designed a pair, not those pairs; those were the smaller ones. But I designed a big pair of wings. He was supposed to do at Mania the last year, but they kept on, changing up the matches last minute. But yeah, said
Damn.
fucking, they do it every
Yeah.
wear that shit every time. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Uh-huh.
He
So
got to do something, man. I'm hoping that last night was Dragon Lee's coming out party, that the powers that be they see how dope this guy is, or I mean they know how dope he is. Hopefully they were reminded of it, and Worlds
Yeah.
Collide. He got to have a big match at Worlds Collide, man. I
Yeah.
we got to see him do his thing. Nick, what'd you think of the match? Dragon Lee, Chad Gable, and Penta.
Match of the night, man. It was high pace. Like that bullet that Dragon Lee to Pence on to the commentary, man. I was like, it's just wild. Like you said, the little slip up with my dog Penta, but you know it was all right. Even when Gable had both of them and he did that German suplex going back too, that was big, man. But it's good to see even Gable just kind of keeping up, doing his thing.
Yeah.
El Grande
Gable is
Americano.
Gable is incredible, man. Like I love like this guy's really. We talked about it before. This guy's like really stayed the course. He went through different iterations, and he's giving you quality matches. Whoever he wrestles under, if it's Shorty G, if it's Gable, if it's El Grande. Now I'm thinking, in my infinite wisdom, that El Grande is gonna qualify for this Money in the Bank. Like I just see El Grande qualifying.
When's he wrestling for qualification?
It would have to be next week
Yeah, probably
because
next
Money
week.
Money Money in the Bank is really soon. Money in the Bank is really soon. So Penta won that match.
And I think
So
Yeah.
don't they have a big AAA event coming up now with
Yeah, right
Vikingo
before.
versus Alberto?
yeah, and they kind of leaked that Alberto's gonna lose because
I mean,
there was
not even really leak it. We
Well,
pretty
shit,
much
we leaked
know.
that.
Yeah.
We pretty much know that they're gonna pass the belt. You know what I'm saying? You see
Yeah.
Vikingo getting all this TV time on WWE already. It don't make no sense for him to still have the belt. You know, he need to win the
Yeah,
belt and then take the belt with him to Worlds Collide.
yeah, and he's gonna be fighting Chad Gable at Worlds Collide, which is gonna be that might be the
It's gonna
match of
look
the night.
different. It's gonna be crazy because remember, this is gonna be the first AAA event that is gonna be WWE production. You know what I'm saying? That's all they've been running. They wanted that good production. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That good ring because their ring is pretty stiff. I heard like that shit's like hurts for real, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the ropes is janky.
This is like, man, not to that extreme, but this is like when Exhibit start getting produced by Dr. Dre. Exhibit was always,
Yeah,
you know,
no,
one
as
of
it is.
the
It's the same type
people
of vibe.
lyricists. But when he got that Dre production, my man went through the roof crazy. So I
Hmm.
can't wait. Triple A, they got a lot of dope wrestlers, man. The in ring action is always incredible. Should be really dope.
Psycho clowns.
Yeah, that
I can't.
crew is
I'm
cool.
not familiar with them. I can't wait to see those guys, man.
They
They
look
look
cool.
crazy.
And Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
they look.
Michael
You
Cole
gotta
hated saying his name, man. Michael Cole looked at that
Uh,
giant like, damn,
you got a
that
lot of
name is wrong.
e-hoes of this guy, e-ho of this guy. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
Michael
e-hoes
Cole
out there.
struggling, baby.
Vikingo, son of Vikingo.
They had a triple threat match: New Day versus the
I
Viking,
missed that, John.
the War Raiders. I keep saying the Viking Raiders, the War Raiders, and the Creed brothers, man. My biggest takeaway from that is, once again, man, Julius Creed is one of the best athletes going. Like, I just want to see a feud with Julius Creed and Bron Breakker going at it, man. Like that guy, he got it. He got it. He's gonna be a singles competitor. God bless his brother. His brother gets busy, but Julius, he could go, man. And I can't wait till the Creed brothers finally get their rightful push. New Day, of course, they kept the titles, but I want to see the Creeds get their push, man. What you think about the match, Nick?
Yeah, it was good. I'd like to see somebody else hold the titles versus the New Day. Don't get me wrong, I like them. Not never been a super big fan of them as heels, but uh, yeah, it was a solid match overall. I could have lived without it, but it was okay.
Who's the NXT tag team champions? They look like some 80s wrestler vibes. What's their you know their name, Sha? There's the NXT tag team champions. You guys don't know NXT.
Mm-mm.
I forgot their names.
They just retained, man.
Oh yeah, they just retained that battleground.
oh, Was it Hank and Tank?
There you go.
There
There
Mhm.
we
you
go. I
go.
was trying to remember their name,
Hank,
but
Hank Walker and Tank Ledger.
Frank the
yeah.
Tank.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it, man. Mm.
Hey man, like, and this is no disrespect to them, but the New Day's been a can of mid since Big E's been out.
Yep.
And if he's healthy enough to sit behind a desk, he can at least be a manager or something.
Yeah,
Like
but remember, that's
they
not. He probably wants to. That's not. I don't know.
like I understand, but for the overall like aesthetic of the group, it hasn't felt right since Vince split them up and put Big E on SmackDown. And it's
And it
like they're
hasn't been
trying
the
to,
same since Dog fucking almost ended his fucking life.
yeah,
Who was the
man.
one that
So
did that?
Rich Holland, they sent him down to NXT after that.
Seen that
Quick,
too, man. Crazy.
But I think he was supposed to. I mean, I think he was supposed to jump too with it. It was weird. It
Yeah.
was a double. I don't know. Aki.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, man. Gunther and Jay Uso had another promo. Gunther keeps coming out here and try to belittle Jay, which Jay got that whole new swag now, man. Gunther can't son him no more, man. Those days is over. Gunther said you held on to the title longer than I expected. He criticized Jay. He told him you're being loyal to your friends, and that's great for them, but that's terrible for you as a champion. Jay fired back. He said he's tired of people doubting him as a champion. He's tired of people using the belt as an excuse to kind of lose their morals and turn their back on his friends. And Jay emphasized that he's fighting for the people. We saw Jay in the back segment, him and Sami Zayn. He told Sami, he was like, "Yo, you ain't even got to worry about nothing, bro." He was like, if Seth and all of them try anything crazy during the match, the qualifying match, I got your back. They did their secret handshake, and that was that, man. I know Jay is one of your favorites. What do you think about him just really standing up to Gunther? He told Gunther he was gonna make him tap again.
yeah, that's that Uso penitentiary, vibe that he got right now,
Hmm.
and it's needed. Everybody's coming at the title, like we only got one title there, so he kind of need that chip on his shoulder, and I don't know, man, it's something missing from the ring general when he's doing these interviews. Like he's not intimidating at all. You know what I mean? He might, maybe it's because he's wearing the suit. I don't know what it is. It's something missing with it. He might just need to choke somebody out in the middle of the interview, just to put it over a little bit. But I think Jay retains. I don't think Gunther, or as Spiff says,
Gunther.
Gunther. Yeah.
Nigga Gunta.
I don't think he beats Jay, man. I think Jay actually retains the belt. So I'm uh I'm interested to see where that goes. Hope Money in the Bank is before, so hopefully Jay is still the champion at Money in the Bank. Somebody could cash in that tag team match, and
Oh, they could Brian Corbin it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I mean they could go for either belt, both the champions in that tag team match. So
Yeah.
that's really intriguing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like what Jay is doing, man. I like the T-shirt. It's in my shopping cart real quick, so I
Four
like
letters,
it. I
one
like I like
word.
where it's going. Huh?
4 letters, one word.
Uh-uh.
Puto.
Hey.
Hey, E,
Hey,
what
you know, I need a translator for what Raquel said to Dom, man.
She
That
told
little conversation, that little back and
Oh
forth. I know we'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
into
We
I
it, but
played.
told
you know.
you.
I said,
She said I
yeah.
told you. She said that he had because my grandma used to tell me that shit all the time, bro. So I
Like I
already
told you so. You see?
told you.
Like you see? You
Yeah.
over here bro, playing around eating McNuggets.
That silver platter full of them.
well, we saw what the fellas are alluding to. We saw Liv Morgan come back to programming. I said it the other day. She wouldn't be gone too much longer, especially with Roxanne Perez lurking in the wing. She came back. automatically Dom got put in the damn hot seat. She felt that they was getting a little too cozy. She just gave him the eyes. Dom is already trying to make amends. Then they had a
Finn
match.
Balor's doing some shit. Finn
Yeah.
Oh
Balor's
yeah,
like,
Finn, he the puppet master in the
yes,
background. He
he's
he
trying to
knows
he's trying to break them up for sure.
he knows Don weakness, man. Don, he's a Lothario, man. He loved the ladies. He know the weakness, man. He said, "Come on, Pookie, we going to the crack house. You ain't got to use no evidence. We just
And
going to the crack
he
house."
just gonna eat a turkey. Let me get that turkey right there.
Took him right to the crack house, man. He's doing his behind the scenes. He's having such a good time too, man. I actually don't want to see Judgment Day break up. I like the
Yeah, they fucking
dynamic.
tripping.
They having a good time, man. I like it. Judgment Day don't hurt nobody. Liv had a match with Kyrie Zayn where she actually lost. Roxanne Perez came to the ring, and to me, she played a part. She knocked Kyrie. She distracted the ref. She knocked her. She put hands on Kyrie. Meanwhile, Roxanne Perez was actually the one distracting the ref, and her and Roxanne Perez, they were arguing, and Liv took her eye off the ball, and she went for the oblivion, and Kyrie beat her. It was a wrap. So backstage, Liv, she said that I blame Raquel. In the ring you can see Liv seething. I love when Liv does the thing with her eyes where she's like pissed and hurt and betrayed all at the same time. She tells a great story through the eyes. And backstage, she didn't go at Roxanne Perez, she went at Raquel. She said, "You're the veteran. You should know better." Ari, you had thoughts on this before. What did you think of that whole segment and the whole interaction?
Oh, I loved it, man. Finn is back there. God damn, he's like drooling. He's so excited. He is
Mhm.
loving it, man. I'm like,
You
I'm
got a
hoping
plan.
Dom and Liv, they got their own plot that's going because it's too obvious what Finn is doing. You know what I'm saying? He not even trying to hide his smiles no more. Like my man is happy. I don't know if it's because JD is back, but my man Finn is on a different level right now with the evil genius look. So uh it's interesting to see where it's gonna
I
go.
mean, he's
Somebody
doing
gotta go.
yeah, he's doing it
Somebody gotta go.
behind Dom's back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
I mean, but damn, like they don't nobody watch the replay. They don't watch
I
the
don't, I
Netflix
don't,
replay.
I don't think they want they watch and wrestlers they don't watch this. That's why they
Hey
said you didn't
man,
see what happened. What happened? It's like shit wasn't connected. We're playing 2K.
word, like, hey man, Carlito he gotta tell him what's going on. He told Dom, yo, you gotta stop trying to eat her nuggets, bro. Like you gotta relax. You gotta relax. So it's interesting, man. I think somebody has to go, but I don't know if it's gonna be Dom. I don't know if it's gonna be Finn. It's one of them has to go out of the Judgment Day, but at this
The
point, I don't know
Judgment
which
Day.
one. Huh?
Is
They
it just
leave
one though?
him and Big Head leave.
You think
I
so?
I
Him and
think
Lil
Finn's
Big Head
leaving.
could bang it
And leave the demon.
Yeah, I think Finn's leaving.
and
Yeah.
But you
become.
think you think they jumping him out or like he just
Not
bounced on
you.
his own?
I mean, they looks like they're setting
Um,
something up that's gonna happen with him. Putting a
Him and
beef
Dom.
between Liv and them and Dom, and maybe he's trying to finesse and get a title shot so he can try to get the Intercontinental.
he. I
I
think
think JD is gonna betray Finn though.
Mhm.
possibly.
What you
I,
think?
I I think that I think Finn knows Dom's weakness and he wants him gone. But I
Right?
don't think Dom is going to be the one that. I think they're going to stick with Dom and they're going to kick Finn out of there. And Dom's weakness is like basically live. You get him how you lose him how you got him. That's how she was doing the same thing with Rhea, right?
Yeah.
She started popping around and Finn was being all
She
happy
was on.
about it.
She
Like
was on
Finn
that
is
psycho shit.
he the remember Biggie albums like the Mad Rapper. I got more John Blade. Like that's it feels like Finn feels like he's far more superior and that he should be
Yeah.
the leader. It don't. No, he should be. But what I'm saying is, I think
Well,
they
so who's the
rather.
official leader of the Judgment Day?
They always
Dom,
said it was.
I would
Yeah.
say
They said it was
Dom.
no leader.
I would
You
think
remember
Dom.
that?
Dom.
And
I
I
think Liv
think,
is. I think Liv is the leader of Judgment Day.
and see, I think that
Close.
Dom wants to be the leader, and I think everybody else not looking at it as a leader thing because
You
that's what
can't you
they.
can't be the leader in the group calling somebody else daddy. She call him Daddy Dom. You know what I'm saying? That's the leader of the group right there.
Yeah.
What to do? He don't tell him what to do.
You think that until she be feeding him them tendies, you know what I'm saying? Finn can't be the leader, man. Finn won like one match last year, you know what I'm saying? Like his losing streak
Hmm.
was crazy. Like Finn gotta win some matches, baby. I told you he gotta get his music back, man.
Yeah, they're tripping. I don't know why you would change your music when you have this song, this most over music.
That
You
was
got to
it.
just turn back to the demon. I know he hates personally putting the paint on because it's so annoying. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or create a new version
Hey,
with not as
yeah,
much paint.
make him a
You know what
mask,
I'm
bro.
saying?
but that was the thing that was cool was that paint and the paint on the chest and the long fucking venom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The last time he wore that was that versus Edge when he caught all them staples. Was that the last
Yeah,
time?
Yep.
yeah. I was there
Man,
for that, John. So that shit
Man,
was
13
crazy.
staples. Oh shit.
That
man.
ladder.
Gotta let Finn win, man. I'm tired of seeing him
Finn was the
jobbing.
chosen one, man. He was the first person to win the fucking new belt.
Yep.
And came out on Monday Night Raw, had to give it up. You know what I'm saying? So
This dude
damn.
loses now. It's not
But
even
what do you think? What do you think would have happened if he didn't get injured?
without a title
Mm.
reign. I think he would have had a title reign. I think
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
would
I
think
have.
I
ain't gonna
think he
say
would
he
have
would have
rocked for a
lasted
little
a
bit.
year.
Yeah,
I think he would have went like
He
6
was
months.
over, man. He was super
yeah.
over.
Super over.
So as soon as he
Yeah.
boom injured, gave it back, went off TV, never got that spot back.
Nah, they
Nope.
they they didn't hold it for him. They gave it to somebody else. You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit,
Yeah.
they never hold it for nobody. That's what
But
happens,
I
bro.
just feel like,
Shoot.
man, when you watch the match now, it's not even like if you know Finn fighting, you know he gonna lose. Like they didn't made this man like the Caucasian Irish SD Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like you know he's gonna lose, no matter how good the match is. And
Yeah.
I think it's a damn shame because Finn could really wrestle. I think he's dope.
He just might be horrible as a heel, man. You gotta go back to the baby face. Him as a heel, like horrible.
Nah. Well, no. Prince Devitt, the Hill
Lose
is
record
dope.
wise.
Oh, about to say if they
Win
if they
lose.
if they lean more into that, he'd
Yeah,
be alright. But
man. Judgment Day jumps him. He gets out of Judgment Day. He get that music back with his leather jacket. He right back in the running, man. He
yep.
right back in there. Leather jacket, draws. You know what I'm saying? that's his vibe right there, yo.
Winnie the Pooh style.
Word.
What?
Hey, we was talking earlier about Bron Breakker. They need to, how Chalklon got Bret Hart leather jacket and Triple H joint with the jean and the leather
Yeah, but
sleeves.
I
They
don't know
got,
if if he moves merch like that yet to dedicate,
yo,
Braun
give
Breaker
him,
jackets.
give him a jacket with a dog on the back.
Soon when he gotta get up there. He gotta get the merch numbers
Man,
up. We ain't
yeah,
trying to
man.
see that on clearance, Joan. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Finn jobbing, the main event of Raw was Finn, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins triple threat qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Once again, good match. All three could go. I was looking at that, man. Like all of these guys are like almost 40 years old, and I was saying to myself, damn, these guys could go at a very high level for at least another 5 years. Like I think they could be like mid 40s still going at the high level that they are, man. Like they all like just three
Even
masters
higher
of
than
the
that,
art.
bro. Ray's 50, dog. You know what I'm saying? All this tech,
Yeah.
you know, the 90s and 80s, 30s and 40s and 50s is they different. You know what I'm
I'm about to
saying?
say you could tell Ray wasn't in the locker room smoking cigarettes and drinking beers with him.
No, but
You know what I'm
But
saying?
Ray's on top of like all the top of the cold baths, saunas, stem cells. I was talking to him today, and he was doing some kind of stem cell treatment shit. You know, that shit fucking relives your knees and all that when you have like all that
Mhm.
fucking damage of fucking wrestling and putting your body on the line. You know what I'm saying? Them
Yeah.
Yeah.
psycho. You a match to watch is Psychosis and Ray. I think it's the second one on in ECW. That shit is fire. It's crazy how you can watch that match now and you're like, damn, this shit is like it doesn't miss nothing. It's just like, damn, you might have to bring these moves back.
Yo, that era of ECW with the luchadors was crazy.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
different.
probably some of the best wrestling. Super crazy.
And
Um,
Hoovy was there too. Yeah, we gotta pull
yeah.
that up. We gotta watch that match. Nick,
Hey
when we're gonna
yo,
start pulling it up this how we do this gives you capable of showing some shit while we look at it at the same time?
I'm calling
We're gonna
Logan
do
Paul
that.
out too, man. I'm
For
calling
what?
Logan Paul out because he said his springboard move was never done before in WWE.
Oh
It's
no,
super
they proved that.
crazy.
Niggas been doing that.
Yeah, man. That was super crazy all day, man.
Logan
Oh
Hey,
gotta
yeah.
look,
wrestle more, man.
they
God
like to
damn.
they, they like to erase history.
Race history, yeah.
La primera is not la primera.
Shoot,
If you
Logan
catch.
Paul need to be at Worlds Collide. He need to be doing the moves at Worlds Collide. Shit, it's in
He
LA.
doesn't. He
hmm
doesn't. He doesn't go to that low standard.
Come on, man. I mean, I
He
know
need
he.
to be in a match with the Psycho Clowns. That would be
Yeah,
interesting.
that
Like
would be
that would be
good, man.
fun.
And
Yep.
then them trying to explain to him, like, okay, they come, I'm gonna give you an escalera, and you come in here, and you go there. Then I'm gonna give you a hurricane rana there.
Logan messed around and quit, man. Y'all
He be
make
like,
that
all right,
man
bro,
quit.
just tell me where to stand,
Yeah,
bro.
Logan needs like 3 weeks practicing in Puerto Rico in his private wrestling ring.
They
The
they
matches.
not
Still want
drinking
more.
no prime over there, man. They ain't drinking prime over there, man.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
they're
Logan
drinking
gonna have fun, man.
tequila.
Word. They be
La
drinking
prime.
together, man. What did y'all think of the outcome of the match? Dom Mysterio, he comes out after not being there to
Try to
support
help, dog.
Finn Balor.
Try to
He
help him,
tried to help
man.
him.
Did
He
he?
did,
He threw the
he
chair
did
in
the
the
Paul
ring.
Heyman.
Did he?
He
He
did the
gave it to him. That
Heyman.
was his fault. He didn't set him up to get the DDT. Like I mean,
Nah, he put it right in the
But the
middle of
curve
both of
stomp.
them.
Hey, throw.
um,
Hey, why you even throw me the belt? It's a no DQ match, man. Get in the ring. Get
Hmm.
active,
oh,
brother.
yeah.
Why
It
you
was a no
Yeah.
throwing?
DQ, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
He
wondering because he slid that into the ring and the ref was just looking at it like,
that's what I'm
okay, it's in
saying. He
here.
slid it like he was trying to be secretive about it. It's no
You know,
DQ, baby.
hey, you know what I thought? I was
But
like,
Dom is not
maybe
always the brightest star in the constellation, man.
nah.
As
When I
TV.
saw it, the first thing I thought was, oh, he saw Finn laughing at him in the background when Liv popped up, and he remembered that. That's what I thought. Like, I'm gonna put this chair in the middle. I'm not going.
No, it could be taken both ways. I mean, he threw it in there for him to use it. He hollered at him. He's like, hey, look, here,
But
here
hey,
we
but you
go.
saw where it's where he threw it. He threw it directly in the middle. Like you couldn't give it. You couldn't.
But it
He
didn't
threw it
matter.
right
It
in the
wasn't
middle.
about a pickup move. It's you know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, no.
They didn't go for the pickup.
Yeah,
Finn was
yeah.
just too slow on the draw, man, because he went to pick it up, but he got that curve stomp, man. But where the hell was JD and Carlito? Like they usually
American
come out
History X.
where they
I
was
don't
at.
know.
Well,
They was
that's why I think they're all gonna betray Finn, man. Like
Yeah,
I think the jig is up. I think the jig is up, man.
They do it for Ireland.
yeah.
The jig is up,
The
man.
Judgment Day and Gunther.
so who do we have qualified so far? We have Penta, we got Seth Rollins, we got Solo, um, Jacob got
L.A.
two, right?
Knight.
And
LA
LA Knight.
Knight.
I
LA
hope
Knight's
they
the
Jake,
put the
last Paul
belt on there.
Heyman guy. Not Paul Heyman. Fucking he had Undertaker.
Paul Bearer.
Paul
There you
Bearer,
go. One of
Paul
the
He was
Bearer.
getting
Pauls. One of the
Percy
Pauls.
Pringle. Percy Pringle.
But I thought you was dropping a spoiler. I thought you was gonna tell us LA Knight was gonna join up with Paul and Bronson Reed and all of them, man.
Oh shit! That would have been our first viral clip.
Yeah.
I know.
So with that, so with all of that being said, as far as the men, we know it's LA Knight, we know it's Jacob and Solo, we know it's
It's
Seth
Penta.
Rollins, and it's Penta. That's five right there. Who y'all
Best
got?
wrestle.
CM Punk got to get in there.
CM Punk got to get in there
Yeah.
again. I thought Sammy was gonna be in there. I thought he would have been great to be in there.
I don't
They
know what they
teasing him
doing
and
with
carrying.
Sammy. He need to come
Yeah,
back with the lucha mask.
they teasing him and carrying Cross again. So maybe they gonna really get
He
to it.
Carrion got a huge pop when he popped up on the screen.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
they're
yeah.
feeling him
Reasonable.
now.
They gotta let him rock. Nick, who do you
Yeah.
think is gonna win Money in the Bank? Just out of people that's listed thus
It's
far.
gonna either be a Seth. They're not gonna give it to Penta.
I
They're
said
not,
the fan in me wants to save 100% Penta. I hope they don't
yeah,
fucking
but
give
they're
it
not
to
gonna
like
give us
LA Knight
that.
or anything like that. Like,
Nah, it's either
yeah,
gonna be Seth or if CM Punk gets in it, it's gonna be
right,
him.
yeah, the one of the
I
two.
know it
I
better
agree.
not be LA Knight.
Nah,
They missed that
he's
wave, bro. I
over,
don't know
but
where
he's
that.
good.
Ari, who do you think?
Solo.
Solo, not Jacob.
Let's go.
Solo.
Damn, I forgot Jacob was in there.
Damn, I forgot Jacob.
That's
I
crazy.
love you,
Nah,
Solo. See, he ain't say that in like
Six.
months.
it's got to be Solo, man. I think Solo needs it more out of everybody in the match.
Yeah.
His character is missing something. I think need that briefcase, man.
Surprise entry.
Yo, I can imagine how if Solo wins, we might get the funniest, best iteration of Solo. Like the arrogance, it will be hilarious. I'm telling you. That's gonna be the best way to show his personality if he wins. He gave us a little bit with the yada yada mean last week. I was like, damn, where's that been the last couple years?
That, the Spanish talking, orale ese.
I think
Better
it
than
feel
me.
like Jimmy might have had to talk with him, like, "Yo, bro, let it rip to keep
Yeah.
going."
It ain't even that. It's the writers probably got, okay, let's write him something good now.
I'm about to say he started. It was still kind of like the Vince era when he came in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vince
So
was
yeah,
doing.
Vince wanted him barefoot and not talking. You, you
Yeah.
know, I get it.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I think it might be Jacob that wins it. I think it might be Jacob. I don't see Seth winning it because I think somebody gonna try to screw him over. I think either Roman. If CM Punk is in the match, Punk is going to try to screw him over. I don't know. I think Seth created too many enemies, but but then again, he do got them enforcers, man. They could come and
No,
take
but
the.
isn't I don't think CM Punk doesn't CM Punk have a match with Cody Rhodes for Money in the Bank?
Nah, it's Jay and Cody versus Cena and Logan Paul.
Okay, Jay and Cody.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, I mean we saying CM Punk, but it's nothing official yet. Like we don't know if CM Punk is going to be in it or not. So
Yeah, I
we
think
it's
I
just
think the new
speculation.
Bloodline goon's going to take out LA Knight, so they gonna get rid of him. Um, I think Roman pops back up when Seth is at climbing the top of the ladder and about to reach, and then you're gonna hear that doom doom, the tribal music, and it's gonna go crazy. So,
we better not hear that music because it's gonna take him 5 minutes to get to the ring, man.
and that's the other thing too, man.
Steph
Like
could
just
win
just
by
get
then.
there, just get there. I don't think has he had to make the save on somebody yet, or Do a run in?
Nah, remember he did the run in at in the cage
SummerSlam,
match.
He
he did
did, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
So he might just
But
pop up from under the ring type.
when he did the run in the cage match, did he play his music or he just ran right out?
I think he just ran right out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
he might have ran out.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good ladder match. And Jacob and Penta are going to be kind of like unofficial MVPs. Jacob got no fear. He going to do something crazy off the top of the ladder or something, just like Penta is. So
I hope they announce that they're doing a tag team ladder match for Money in the Bank, man. I don't know how much more the Street Profits need to do to get on the PLE. Like,
yeah,
what's up, man? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. They
that is
got the four
crazy.
they got the four
Montez is
tag
a
teams,
beast.
man.
Needs to do his single run already. Like he could, like he got, he's good.
I'm telling you.
Dawkins stepped it up though, man. Remember when Doc came out? He wasn't really doing moves like that. Dawkins is doing moves now, man.
I'm telling you, man. They gotta run a
What the
storyline
fuck
with.
moves is that big guy doing? That big donkey, big,
Who? D'Lo Brown
big,
2.0?
big funky.
Man, he jumping out the ring. He got the spine buster. You know the
No.
D'Lo Brown joint.
He got
yeah,
the little twirl around splash, like not the stinger splash, but he does like the little twirl around. He got a little something.
He do the Braun Strowman joint outside the ring. You know what I mean?
I
Okay.
think
Dawkins been
I,
holding it down.
I think they can keep them together. Well, and Montez goes for a solo run. I would have something like maybe Doc get hurt and he be the muscle or the manager.
You keep trying to make this guy stop wrestling, man.
Well, no, because if
He be the
he,
damn muscle, man. Like,
because well, think, yeah, I think y'all forget how WWE works. So when they split up tag teams, look at Otis and Tucker. There was no closure to that. Tucker got future endeavored. So as much as
You
we like as much as we like Angelo
Good
Dawkins, I
luck
don't
on
want
your
him to.
future endeavors.
Yeah, I don't want him to get future endeavored because Montez took off. So why not
This
find
the
a way to keep
Fed,
him
dog.
relevant?
This the Fed.
You know what I mean? Why not keep him relevant?
he can fight
Yeah.
team partner. I
He could
always
be
say,
like the
Something.
Funkadactyl. You know what I'm saying?
always say him and
no
Omar should team up because I see them hanging a lot together. They would be a good tag.
no more Omas.
the
Enough. Enough.
Nigerian giant.
Enough. Enough of the great Khalid. Enough.
I'm trying
All
to
right.
tell you, man. That's who Roman. That's who Roman better come back with. Roman better come back with Omar.
Yeah, if you want, like, if you trying to like
Mhm.
come back with somebody, like he's a real enforcer. Like,
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
hitter
it.
for
Omos.
real. Like, bring Omar's back. Like, yo, you just sitting there chilling. You ain't got to do no more
Yeah, do
family.
like the tribe, you know what I'm saying? The Samoans with the African, you know what I'm saying? And then bring Bofa from NXT. Bring Dog from Black Panther and that John. You know what I'm saying?
Roman need help, man. Roman can't be coming back by himself.
That
He,
I
he,
would
he
come with
need help.
that and fucking wreck house. With
I rather Trick Williams get moved up and him come with Omas as his muscle. You know what I'm saying? I
Tricky. Yeah, he
I
could.
don't want to see Omas with Roman, man.
I want
No.
to see the tribes, the African tribes come together. Nigeria
No.
and Samoa
No.
together.
The islands.
No.
Hey man,
No.
it'd be a good time for Roman to show up with Lance and Hikaleo.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep it
You
the
know what I
B
keep it
mean?
in the
squad.
bloodline.
They want to keep the B
Huh?
squad.
Keep it in the bloodline. I like that.
Yeah. Give him that push.
We should
Hey,
have like the
Mhm.
I can
fucking.
see Lance Hikaleo. He got to be with his brothers. He got to be with um Tama Tonga and Tongalo and all of them and
When
Jacob
they
and all.
coming back, they don't even know what they got going on with them guys.
I didn't even know Tama Tonga was injured because he don't really wrestle that much anymore. So
Yeah, I think he got injured on like it wasn't a match, it was like a run-in.
God damn.
They gonna cook once they have full strength. They gonna cook. They gonna cook, man.
Uh,
So we gonna see. But yeah, that's all we got for tonight, guys. Is we didn't did the Raw recap. We got NXT. We got Dynamite coming this week. Of course, we got SmackDown and
I
Money in the
need
Bank and all that in the next
the
week.
new Civil War, the Nigerians versus the Bloodline.
Damn, what kind of dog is that, Spiff?
He's
That's
a Sholo
Dalmatian.
Squintly. Nah, he's a Mexican hairless.
Oh,
He
there
got
we
no
go.
hair.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
okay,
saw
okay.
him in the back with the Damien mask on. I said, damn.
Nah, you gotta tape his ears so when they're little so they can stand up straight.
Ah, okay,
So you
okay.
just tape them every 3 days. You take them off, let it rest, then you tie them up. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
Damn.
they're the oldest dog breed in the world. They're like 3,000, 4,000 years old. The Aztecs used to have them with them, and the Mayans.
that's dope.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Say again.
How big do they get? How big do they grow to be?
They have three different sizes. They have a small, a medium, and a standard. He's a standard.
Mm.
So they get pretty, like Doberman Pinscher size.
That's
Mm.
Okay,
amazing,
okay.
man.
Yeah. I'll send some pics, but yeah.
Yeah, so send us some pics, man. So we're gonna see everybody, and y'all see us and hear us later on this week. That's the Raw recap. Tune in for more this week. Shaheem Reed for my guys, E. Will, Ari, Spiff TV, Nick 816. And what's your dog name, Spiff?
Chalk.
Chalk.
Job.
The official mascot of the Rap
Oh yeah.
Word.
Oh yeah. Oh
Podcast.
yeah.
The official mascot. There you go, man. We
Yeah.
appreciate everybody's support. We'll see y'all
Yeah.
later this week. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace. Oh.